The TIE Fighter is ready to visit some familiar-looking ships in today's game, Space Spartans, for your Intellivoice-equipped Intellivision. Let's go ahead and take Space Spartans. Let's pop it in my Intellivoice-equipped Intellivision and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game.
Mattel Electronics presents Space Spartans.
Space Spartans was published by Mattel and released in 1982, being the first Intellivoice game released for the system, although the first 3 Intellivoice games were released closely to one another. Although it is technically possible to play the game in an Intellivision without the Intellivoice add-on, it is not recommended you do so, as the voice in the game gives you vital details. It was mainly programmed by Bill Fisher and Stephen Rooney, who upon completion of this game would help finish programming B-17 Bomber, which I just reviewed in episode 631. The manual opens with the following. In 480 BC, a small Spartan force held off Xerxes and the entire Persian army in the famous Battle of Thermopylae. The Spartans chose to die defending the pass into Greece to give their allies time to prepare for attack. Space Spartans reenacts this battle in space, in a heroic adventure that pits you against overwhelming alien odds. You are the elite force. Stop the first alien onslaught and a new alien force appears. Hold the aliens back as long as you can and give your home galaxy time to prepare for attack. So basically it's telling you you're on your own against overwhelming odds and you most certainly will die. Great! Space Spartans is a Star Raider style space shooter for one player only. At the beginning of the game you can select one of 5 speeds. The game will go up to the next speed after you've cleared the number of sector grids of your pre-selected speed. So if you start on speed 1, after you clear the first sector grid you will go up to speed 2. But if you start on speed 3, you will stay on that speed for the first 3 sector grids and then go up to speed 4 on the 4th sector grid. Speed 5 is the fastest speed in the game. You start the game on the sector grid. On the grid you will see black alien star bases that will produce more alien ships and different colored sectors indicating that they are occupied by a certain range of enemy ships. Green sectors can have 1 to 4 alien ships, yellow can have 5 to 8, orange can have 9 to 16, red can have 17 to 32, and purple can have 33 or more. As the game progresses, these colored sectors can move and even combine at times. When you start at a new sector grid, your first job is to place your 3 lighter colored home star bases anywhere on the grid by moving the disc and pressing any key on the keypad. The alien forces can attack and destroy these home star bases, so you'll most likely want to put them away from alien occupied sectors. You can place multiple home star bases on the same sector, and multiple enemy bases can appear on the same sector as well. After you have placed your 3-star bases, your ship's computer will welcome you, and the round will begin. At this point, you can move your white ship around the sector and engage in battle. The overlay is highly recommended when playing the game. The first 5 buttons on the keypad are dedicated to the 5 main systems on your ship. The battle computer helps keep your aim true and helps firing when using the tracking computer. The impulse drive controls your maneuverability on the battle screen. The shields help protect you from damage. The tracking computer will automatically fire on enemy ships that are aligned with your crosshair. The hyperdrive allows you to travel in between sectors. By pressing one of the first 5 buttons for an individual system, or button 6 for all the systems, and then a button on the 3rd row, you can either turn on or off the selected systems, get a status report on those systems, or turn on or off repairs for those systems. Pressing the energy level button will get you a verbal report on how much energy you have left. Your ship can have up to 10,000 units, and you get automatic warnings when you dip below 1,000 units. Run out of energy and your game is over. The number of aliens button will give you a verbal report on how many aliens are in the sector that you are currently in. The change view button switches in between the sector grid and the battle view of the sector you are in. The side buttons are used to fire while in battle view, and the disc is used to select grids on the map or to fly around in battle view. To fly to a sector you must highlight it, then press the hyperdrive button and then press on. If you are on a sector with aliens, they can start firing on you even if you are not in battle view. When in battle view you must take into account momentum when flying around and aiming. Your ship simply cannot turn on a dime. Enemy ships can appear up to 3 at a time. When you destroy one, it is possible for the explosion to also destroy other nearby enemy ships. While battling, it is also possible for more enemy ships to appear in the sector from a nearby sector, Or if you are on a sector that contains an enemy starbase, it can produce new enemy ships as well while you are battling. You will never see starbases in battle view, but if you destroy all the enemy ships in a sector with an enemy starbase, it will automatically be destroyed as well. If you have placed your ship on a different sector on the grid that you are currently in, you can actually hyperdrive to it while in battle view. You take damage when enemy fire touches your crosshair while in battle view. When you are hit by enemy fire, it will damage one of your systems. The computer will report the damage in thirds. Damaged systems have consequences. For instance, a damaged battle computer will cause your aim to be off. When the impulse drive is damaged, you will move slower in battle view. When the shields are damaged, getting hit by enemy fire will cause extra damage. When the tracking computer is damaged, your crosshair will become smaller. Some players actually turn off the tracking computer or let it get damaged on purpose without repairing it to have a smaller crosshair for the enemies to hit. If your hyperdrive is damaged, it will require more energy to use. You can repair systems while in battle view, or you can repair them more efficiently at one of your star bases while on the sector grid itself. If a system is destroyed, it will no longer work and you will need to go to a home base to repair it. If the hyperdrive is destroyed, your engineers on board will try to rig a temporary fix when you turn on the repairs. This fix has a 50% chance of destroying your ship when you try to use hyperdrive. Great! If all 5 systems get destroyed, your game is over. Everything you do uses energy, from firing to flying to using shields. To regain energy, you must go to a home base on the sector grid. The more shield units a starbase has, the quicker your energy will get refilled. You will be notified by voice if the enemy starts attacking a home base. Each home base has 255 invisible shield units at the start. These units get depleted as they are attacked. The more enemies attacking and the faster the game speed, the quicker these shield units drain. If a starbase runs out of shield units, it will be destroyed. For every 50,000 points you earn, you get 50 shield units that will automatically replace shield units on a starbase or bring back a destroyed starbase. If you clear a sector grid of enemies, you will advance to the next one with more enemies and possibly faster speeds. The scoring of the game increases as you advance sector grids, with points earned for the amount of enemy ships at the start of a round, enemy ships destroyed, star bases destroyed, and an end of round bonus for remaining star base shield units. However, you also continually lose points during the game, and when your game ends, you will lose more points for any remaining enemies. Gravely speaking, while a step up from Space Battle, I do wish the game had more than one enemy that may or may not have been purchased from the Galactic Empire's surplus sale. Sound-wise, the game has average Intellivision sounds with some great voice work.
Hello, Commander. Computer reporting. Shield, 1/3 down. Under repair. Hyperdrive, 1/3 down. Off. Tracking computer, 1/3 down. Off.
2 aliens. Starbase 2 under attack.
I should also mention that explosion sounds are said to suffer when using an Intellivision 2 system. Family-friendly wise, the game would most likely get an E for everyone rating if released today. Currently at PriceCharting.com, the game has a value of $4 loose, $7 complete, and $13 new. So what do I think of Space Spartans on the Intellivision? It may not be for everyone, but I really like this game. To me, this is a great follow-up to the classic Space Battle, and it feels like a pseudo-sequel that improves on the game in almost every way. I like the strategy aspects of placing your star bases and deciding when to attack enemy star bases, when to attack fleets near your star bases, and when to return for quick repairs. And it controls fairly well too once you get used to it, although I wish dealing with the momentum was a tad easier. I will say that the game feels very sluggish on the slowest speed, so I recommend starting on speeds 2 or even better, 3. I also felt like the squares on the top half of the overlay could have lined up a little bit better with the keypad, but that's a small nitpick. And of course, having a mix of enemies would have been nice. But nonetheless, this is a fun Intellivoice game that I recommend to fans of Star Raider style games. So where am I going to rank Space Spartans? Pretty high. This is going in my top 10. I do like Pac-Man more at 7, but I will put this over the also fun Beauty and the Beast at 8. So out of the 52 games I've now ranked for the Intellivision, Space Spartans is hyperspacing into the 8th position. If you like Space Battle or Star Raiders, you should give Space Spartans a try. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter, and click the bell so you don't miss any future videos. At this time, I'd like to thank Robert M. for supporting the show on Patreon. If you would like to sign up to support the show and gain access to exclusive perks, please go to patreon.com/NoSwearGamer. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care and watch out for knockoff TIE interceptors.
Hyperdrive destroyed.
The battle is